This is about democracy, and this is about taking the people's vote away. And we will not allow this to happen.
It was a resounding result. 65% of the people were against the dunes. Why are we in the position now where it is starting to seem that the dune project may come whether we like it or not? The voters of Margate understand that the construction of dunes is not the solution for Margate, nor is it the most cost-effective.
My goal is to convince my fellow commissioners that this project in its current form doesn't make sense for Margate and for the residents of Margate. They've told us that. They've spoken loud and clear. There should be an alternative. There can be an alternative. We have to forcefully reject Christie's attempts to build these dunes and try and open up some type of dialogue that talks about alternative solutions. We have a strong bulkhead system that will protect them in times of a storm like Sandy. And the bulkhead system has, in fact, for over 100 years protected the people of Margate.
So dunes would be a redundant measure that would be costly to the city, that would not be particularly effective, and it could be a better use of funds from the state and from the federal government to help us strengthen our bulkhead system and also address our issues at the bay.
What we have known to be true over the years is that our problem is not on the beachfront. All of our flooding occurs in the back bays and always has. And the reason for that is that these bulkheads, they're not going to wash away in a big storm.
So not only does Margate have a full bulkhead system that protects us, Margate is the only community along the Jersey Shore that has an ordinance that requires two commissioners to agree to join the project and then take a vote of the people before allowing the DEP and the Army Corps to come in and build their dunes. The governor, the DEP, and the Army Corps said, we don't care. We're coming in. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to discuss with you. You're part of a project, whether you like it or not.
It appears to me that the state has a one-size-fits-all solution for every beach town between Sandy Hook and Cape May Point, and the governor has even stated that he wants a wall of sand for the 130-mile stretch of coastline. I think it would be incumbent upon the state and the governor to come to Margate and look at our protection mechanism that we already have in place.
We have a lot of concerns related to where the water's going to go. Our streets all drain toward the beach. Our beach block streets all drain toward the beach. There's no current design that will alleviate the water building up behind those dunes. Ponding will occur at every street, and people will be yelling and screaming from now until the end of time. People also have a concern with the typical beach replenishment includes these big gigantic outfall pipes to get the water from the streets out to the ocean. Access to the beach will be so greatly changed from what we're used to. We're used to coming up a set of steps, walking down, putting down our towel and our beach chair. Now, if they build these dunes, we're gonna walk up a set of steps, walk down those steps, walk up 50 feet to a dune, walk up another set of steps, traverse the dune, walk down another set of steps, and then hopefully find our way to the ocean. The people of Margate don't want this. Not to mention that seniors and handicapped people are going to have their own way, a different way to get to the beach. That may entail zigs and zags and passes and cut-throughs that we're just not ready for.
Look at these beaches. Margate is one of the most beautiful beaches in the entire country. There is no question having high dunes will take away the views, take away the beauty, and could potentially dramatically decrease the property values for the beachfront homeowners. I know, as a realtor for over 28 years in New Jersey, if the values of beachfront property goes down, then it impacts all the homeowners on the beach blocks and the rest of the homeowners. It's a ripple effect throughout the entire town.
The dunes are an unfair burden to the taxpayers of Margate. And this burden is a burden that they will bear for 50 to 100 years to come. And the fact of the matter is that if, in fact, there's no federal government money left and we need to replenish our sand, we won't have any support from the government. It'll all be on the taxpayers of Margate.
The reason why the Army Corps and the DEP want this project is because of the dollars. There's millions of dollars that have been allocated to each storm community. The money is set aside for dunes. The governor wants dunes. He wants a whole dune, a consistent dune, continual dune through the entire South Jersey coastline to protect everybody. And if they don't build the dunes, they don't get their millions.
The beginning of the Dune project is imminent. We are standing strong, we are standing together. We need the citizens of Margate who are in support of not having this wasteful project on our beaches to come out, stand with us, write letters to the commission, write letters to the state, make their voices heard, and prevent the Dune project from coming into the city of Margate. There's a perception out there that it's not worth it to keep fighting this fight. It is worth it. We're going to keep fighting, and we need the help of the citizens and the voters of Margate to do just that.
It needs to be a concerted effort of not just Commissioner Blumberg, who has stood tall through this whole process to support the will of the people, but we need at least the mayor, one other vote, to stand up and say, you're right. We need to have a fight, or we need to make it clear to the DEP and the Army Corps and the governor that we will fight. And my guess is, when they get that message, which they have not gotten from Mayor Becker, that maybe they'll sit down at the table with us and come up with a better solution. We need the support of the people. We need the people to reach out to their elected officials, to appointed officials, not just the city officials. We need them go to the state level. We need them to go to the governor's office. We need them to go wherever they have contacts, where we can get some information out to people across the nation that in New Jersey, they've given the governor power to take away our vote. And your state will be next if this is allowed.
I believe, against all odds, we will be successful because we have democracy on our side. We live in a democracy. We are not living in a dictatorship. The governor, for all the wrong reasons, wants to build dunes in Margate. We don't need dunes in Margate. We have a system of protection already in place in Margate, and that is our fantastically strong bulkheads. We will prevail. We won't know that unless we fight. We've got to keep up the fight, and we have to keep up the pressure.